Hello there, I'm Shimchu, and today I'm going to be looking at some mods, specifically TwistedMexi's Better BuildBuy and TOO.O.L, because I never use mods, but oh boy do these look interesting. So first of all we're going to look at the Better Buy, because I'm very excited about an organized debug. As you know, I think anyone who builds a lot and uses debug is. So, once you've downloaded these from TwistedMexi, at links and stuff in the description. Better BuildBuy is in the filter, so you just have to go in there and click Organize Debug, and it'll pop up. And then it'll pop up, you know, woohoo! Organize Debug's turned on. You need to restart though for this to take effect, which is fair. But, you know, we're gonna have named debug items. It's gonna be categorized. You can delete, you can clone. There's gonna be markers for non-shareable objects. The very important thing is you need to turn this back off before uploading to the gallery, otherwise it's going to count it as custom content. So, you know, you gotta sort of restart your game, turning it on, turning it off, before and after build. But that's fine. So we're gonna do that. Okay, and we're back in the game. It's still raining in game. I hope you're having great weather wherever you are. Or, you know, if you like rain, that works too. So there we have it. Organized debug's still there. So, if you're thinking, great, organized debug's on, and you go here and you think, yay, debug, nothing shows up. Don't worry. Just under content filter, debug. Also throw in live edit. Go the other one. It's there. Just gotta turn on the filters. It's all good. And now look, everything's named. Everything's beautiful. As you can see, debug items start showing up in the appropriate categories. So you have the book stands in the bookcases. You have all those cars, trains, whatever, transport related items turning up inside of the transportation section. And they're sized up already to look like cars. It's almost like they're the actual cars in the background that, you know, don't actually exist or something. But no, that's awesome. So you can just search your heart's content, you know. Appliances has all the little food and stuff. I'm just sort of sat here like, do I even remember how many different kinds of items there are in debug? Nope, but this is going to be so much better for searching through. Because I don't know if you're like me, but personally I'm like, I love the concept of debug. I love the idea of going through and placing other items, but I hate trying to go through it. In addition to the whole organize and debug thing, there's also Expandable Catalogness. It's supposed to be like the tilde hotkey, like, you know, the thing that looks like a squiggly hyphen. For whatever reason mine doesn't work, but if that doesn't work for you, one, like not the number pad one, but just the one up at the top of your keyboard will work. And you can also hide maxes and stuff, so if you only want to see your nice debug / live edit stuff, whichever you want to filter by, you can. You have full control over what you want to see. I'm not going to get distracted by that s'more, I promise. You can place whatever you want. It's fantastic. I'm just excited because I know I could utilize debug so much more if I wasn't lazy. And this has just removed that for me. I'm excited. I appreciate the variety of stuff in debug, because just look at this all. You can find all your plants and everything. Who needs to, you know, go the hard way for making ambrosia? Not us. You can organize all your debug stuff. You can search it like, I don't know if I search book. It'll bring up all of these things. Because I didn't search anything more specific than book. But look, it's like, that doesn't even have book in the title. It knows it's a book. When you're proud of a search, knowing a book's a book. Yeah, anyway. Ah, there, that has swatches. Do that. You can click on it with the design tool. If it has swatches, you can do it. That's pretty awesome. It's nifty and what lazy people like myself have only dreamed of. And for the people dedicated enough to go through debug much more often, gonna save you so much time. Now, the other mod from TwistedMexi that I want to explore is more of a like okay, Better BuildBuy, you know, just sort of organizes the debug stuff. Beautiful, nice, kind of low-key, casual mod. I'm more like, yeah, cool, I'll do that. Because I don't use a lot of mods that do a lot of actual, like, stuff and change things. I don't use, like, slice of life. I did try it slightly, but I got really fed up of my Sims being sick all the time and was like, I'm not really utilizing this. I'm just gonna, nope. Don't have, like, the MC control panel or anything. I'm a simple simmer. But the tool one, I was like, this seems potential for building. So this is it here. You'd have to go into live mode. It's not from build mode. I know that might seem weird because it's a building thing, but it's something to do with because the build mode locks you to the lot, whereas like with the camera and stuff. So it's just better in live mode. So you click on things, you go to tool. The sort of main tools, oddly enough, are like elevation, rotation, scale, moving. So if you want to elevate, this pops up, put in a number. You can put in literally anything, but you know, consequences may happen. So now our car is flying. It is chitty chitty bang bang. You can rotate it again by the same, like if you want something to be like 90 degrees or maybe like 30. Slightly rotated. If you want to do something the other way, like change the axis. And now our car is going to be like on its side. Where'd it go? Oh dear. Maybe it went into under the ground. Okay, never mind. I know TwistedMexi has a couple of tutorials like properly covering all the details because it's their mod. They know what they're talking about. There are ways to recover hidden objects, so that might be something for that. But in the meantime, let's try moving this. Let's say, see, the axes are casually labeled. It's Y and an X. So if I want to move this, say, one, two, three, four, five, six, I think should do it. More or less. It's kind of on the footpath, not quite how I intended. I like how there's just outside a horn, car horn graphically going off. It's like this car has actually affected real life to be like, hey, stop messing around with me. Don't appreciate it. But look, now it's like our car is just parked out the front of the lot, which is pretty cool. Also, right, because this kind of intrigues me more, there's this scale tool. Maybe you're thinking, but Shrimp Chew, we can already scale in BuildBuy. You know, Maxis gave us that with the little bracket, square bracket keys. This is true, this is valid. But this tool isn't in like set intervals of scaling. You can do whatever you want. You can scale it down. You can scale it, say, to half its size. You can scale it however you want. Little tiny dino. And then if you want, like, 1 is always the default size again. But you, my friend, are going back to like 0.25. Stay small. Stay small. And if you want to toggle active object, you can move things like that. Just like, woo, moving things. But there's also, so that's like just casual, yeah, I can move things here, whatever. If you're kind of like, I just want to slightly edge something to the side, this is gravity clicking, gravity tool. I don't remember exactly anymore, which is kind of bad. But you can use the powers of gravity to slightly adjust whichever way you want to go. Literally like slightly diagonal, slightly to the side. The further away you click, the bigger the move. Very, very flexible. Do like. But yeah, I'm gonna test this with the super popular, ever awaited item in The Sims 4. Bunk beds. So, you might think from watching all this that you gotta do like the axis moving and things, but I should be able to just, boom, there it is. It's a little bit in the wall more than I intended, but okay, please go in the wall. Thank you. Go up a little, and then I just want to move it like ever so slightly on the y-axis. I don't know if one's going to be too much or just Okay, I'm still learning. It's okay. Haha. The gravity clicking does work that way. Awesome. And then move it up like this. It is literally ridiculously easy once you actually know what you're doing, which is okay. I told you this was a beginner noob's look at some beautiful mods for build mode. I did not say I was a professional or, you know, had any experience using them whatsoever. Because I don't. This is my first time messing around with them. I watched a couple of tutorials. All chill. Okay, and then if I just move you up again. No! Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so it's very easy to accidentally click wrong, accidentally move things. If you're me, then toggle active object. It's chill, it's there, it's not perfectly in place, but you get the idea of what you can do with this. And then if you're like wanting to move multiple objects at once, you can do this group box thing. So you just click on the ground and set grouping box. Stuff in between those two squares will be moved. Boom. So you can do that for a clump of plants, you can do that for however many objects. All good. I think you can even yep, you can even do that with your sim. You could be like, boom, sim over there. Personally, I think I'd still just ask my sim to move because I feel like it'd be very disorientating for your sim to be like, wait a minute, why am I here now? And you just hide grouping box to get rid of that. There's also some settings, like you can change the colors for the axis that show up when you're moving or the circle for rotating and stuff. Set the dialogue position. So you know how this by default has popped up in like the top middle? So you can have center, left, right, top, left. Personally, I'm a center kind of person just because I'm used to dialogue boxes being there, but I can totally see why like being over there out of the way so you can see what you're doing or something totally would work out. We'll say that snap to terrain is default on. Kind of important because it's if you're moving things like further off a lot to where maybe the ground's going up into a hill or something. If you didn't have that on and you didn't account for the height, you'd end up with an item under the ground. It's just, you know, including that vital bit of information just in case you don't want to go through the headache of why is my item gone? That would be me. So I'm gonna move my dinosaur. 0 minus 30. And now my dinosaur is out there in the world, just enjoying life, doing whatever. So yeah, I'm not like one of those super creative. I'm sure you may have seen all the people who are using this to make like spaceships and stuff by combining items and stuff. Like it has endless potential. And I'm sure eventually I'll have a really good idea to utilize it properly. For now, I'm just going to be very excited about placing dinosaurs out in the world. But there's a lot of potential out there, and I'm excited. Thank you very much for watching this delightful video. This is my first time looking at a mod type video, so right now I don't have anything else like this, but I do have a lot of speed builds, a little bit of custom content shopping, create a sim, and a let's play at the moment. So Sims content there be. I hope you have a lovely time zone.